Hello and welcome to RNG. We're going to have a One Piece video for you today. I'm going to start by saying this title is blatantly clickbait. We all know Luffy is actually a really strong character, but the points made, hopefully, are kind of true. Is Luffy a weak pirate? Now, Luffy in the end should be Pirate King level, top tier, one of the best, but let's actually look at Luffy as a pirate right now. He's doing alright, but he's still struggling and having trouble with a few enemies, such as Cracker and probably the other Sweet Commanders if he ends up fighting them. And we know there are plenty of stronger foes out there as well. His gears do help him to raise his strength by manipulating his body, with second gear with his blood, third gear with his bones. This is when Mistake actually comes into play. Luffy's gears and power boosts are all actually down to his Devil Fruit, and take away his powers of the Devil Fruit, and he actually is pretty weak as a base pirate. Now let's not light the torches and grab the pitchforks just yet, okay? Look at it in a power level situation. How many enemies has Luffy fought without Devil Fruits, and how many has he fought with Devil Fruits? Those who own Devil Fruits do genuinely have a massive advantage when it comes to power and fighting. We've got, off the top of my head, Don Chinjao, Doflamingo, Moria, Bellamy, and Kuma. They're just some of the people he's fought. There are loads more, but all these opponents require Luffy to go all out. Well, except poor Bellamy, of course, but I only mentioned him so I could put this shot in the video. Pow. Love that one shot, Luffy. Luffy has actually relied on his Devil Fruit to raise his strength considerably to actually fight these people, and they all gave him an absolute beating at the same time. If we're to look at the end result of every fight, the only one he hasn't beaten was Kuma, and that was just obviously for plot development, and his opponents always use practically all their strength, and Luffy only actually has a chance to win because of his Devil Fruit. Take away his powers, and we can plainly see, in the shot where Blackbeard throws him into a wall, he almost cripples him in one throw. So as base, Luffy is actually a really weak fighter. Pair him with Don Chinjao, who pushed Luffy pretty hard without the use of a Devil Fruit, and we can clearly see that in order for Luffy to keep up with him, he had to rely on the Gum Gum Fruit very heavily. This will obviously play a huge part in the Blackbeard fight, which honestly I think has to happen the way the story's going, because he can take away Luffy's rubber, and because of that, Luffy is just a sub-standard fighter with no real special style of fighting, no tricks, no techniques, and no chance as it stands. I'd like to compare this from Goku giving a quote in Dragon Ball to North Kai. He said, "In order for me to get stronger, training to get Super Saiyan 3 stronger is pointless. If I increase my base form, I'll be much stronger when I power up." That is probably true for Luffy as well. We saw during the time skip, the pacifistas absolutely destroyed him the Sabaody Archipelago, and when he come back, he one-shot to pacifistas. He's obviously increased his base form, and that's where I think Luffy needs to improve, and he needs to sort of plug that hole in his weakness for him to stand a chance. Now, with that being said, would it be fair to call Luffy a weak pirate who is just a creative fighter using a Devil Fruit? Because as it stands, I genuinely think so. He isn't up to scratch yet. Sanji doesn't have a Devil Fruit. Zoro doesn't have a Devil Fruit. Frankie doesn't have a Devil Fruit. They are all pretty heavy fighters. Jinbei, he doesn't have a Devil Fruit, but he does have an advantage because he's a fishman. He's a fishman karate. But we have seen regular humans use fishman karate too. So, as I said, is it fair to actually call Luffy a weak pirate? I actually think so. If you take away a Devil Fruit, he's going to drop from the tier he is now, which is probably Vice Admiral quite comfortably, but he is definitely fallen short. So I don't really know why I've made this video. It's just been bothering me for quite some time, but let's hope we get to see some more creativity from Oda to get Luffy up to the level of top tier fighters such as Garp, Rayleigh and Roger, all of which are actually presumed not to have Devil Fruits. So thanks for sticking around, folks. Feel free to leave a comment and sub if you like anything nerdy. Until next time, RNG out.